Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome back to some more Overwatch. Now today we're gonna be playing a couple of games with Roadhog, and it turns out I just joined an ongoing lobby where I'm apparently, joining a team who is currently losing. That's a little bit unfortunate for us. Obviously we're gonna have to try our very best to see if we can turn the tide and obtain the victory nonetheless. Now, the game only has a couple of minutes remaining. If we don't manage to grab the objective, man, they are hitting us like mad. Alright, fine. I'll try and heal myself back up as well. Thank you very much. And I'm for that sustain. But recently I've been playing quite a little bit with Roadhog once again. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, he is super powerful when you're, hooking someone just like that. And you're trying to get, through them. And dealing damage to them and all that shenanigans. There we go. So far, it's not looking too amazing. But once we get our ulti out, I think we have a chance at the very least obtaining the victory as well. One thing to note, by the way, is that obviously, hey, I thought she actually just killed the turret. Didn't she just kill the turret with her ulti? How did I once again get it through? Anyway, one thing to note is that once we get our ulti, obviously, we're gonna be able to push back a lot of the enemies. And therefore, hopefully start pushing onwards with the team as well. We got only a single minute remaining. It's a little bit unfortunate, at least for the moment, but I'm gonna have to eat a ping, it looks like. But nice little help there from our ally. And it looks like, at the very least, we're once again pushing onwards. We're once again pushing onward. Now, things are looking still a little bit scary. But with, only a couple of seconds remaining, this is pretty much the best opportunity we're gonna have. Now, sadly, I did just get ultied right here by their, oh man, look at that cheeky little man. By their Junkrat, and he manages to kill at least a couple of us. But it looks like that teleporter could very well help us out. Now, we're still at, dude, we're still at A. Why is the teleporter over there? Okay, that's interesting. We need to... I thought for a second maybe that they already randomly managed to grab it or something. And therefore, all of a sudden, that was a good position. But I'm not entirely sure if it was. Anyhow, I'll try and see if I can grab these guys. Sadly, he does just have his ulti ready to go as well, which obviously gives him a crazy damage output. I'm gonna see if I can heal myself up. Got my own ulti here ready to go too. So, we'll start pushing to the objective. And hopefully... this is gonna at the very least allow us to capture A. That would be brilliant. If we could, that would be awesome. I'm currently on fire. We are starting to take damage, but we got the objective. All things considered, we got the objective that we came for here. Nice. So, oh man. You cheeky little dwarf, aren't you? Oh man, why are you so slippery, dude? How do you, there we go, sit down. How are you still not dead? Because I had to reload. That's why. Alright, let's start pushing onwards. Let's start pushing onwards. For those of you wondering, by the way, this is going to be quick match. I am grouping up all by myself. So, in case the games may be a little bit wonky, such as, for example, that Symmetra turret. That is partly due to the fact that... oh man, they've got a lot of heroes on the high ground there. But that's going to be partly due to the fact that I am, playing by myself right now. And the team composition is obviously up for grabs. Now, they've got a whole bunch of heroes over here. I think we need to head to the high ground, to be completely frank with you. I don't think we're going to be able to do very much before we take out the turret. You know what? I'm just going to walk around. This may seem a little bit silly, but experience tells me that moving through is just going to waste our advantage, right? And walking back takes a lot longer than walking around. This is probably one of the most defensive moves we've ever done in the game, but considering all of them are on the high ground, I think it's going to be worth it. Oh man. He just put the molten core up. Very little we can do about that, I'm afraid. Come here. Oh, man, I was convinced I could get him there. Alright, I got my own ulti here ready to go as well. Gonna be able to use that to hopefully at the very least shoot the turret down. There we go. And hopefully that will allow us to start pushing towards the objective. Now, I did just manage to also kill Zarya. Apparently, Zarya didn't want to live. That's okay. I gladly helped her out there. I'm gonna grab some more healing for just a little bit and then continue onwards once again. Now, obviously, if you're all by yourself, it makes it very difficult. I hoped he was gonna charge. That was a little too aggressive by me. I definitely was going a little too deep there. But at the very least, things are once again looking a lot better. Now, we got our Symmetra. Where is it gonna lead? Okay, much better than the previous one. I wouldn't be surprised if she was gonna send us to the very first objective once more. But I think we're gonna have to group up, guys. I don't know if we want to run a Symmetra and a Widowmaker on attack, boys. Long live quick match, I suppose. Anyway, I want to see if I continue onwards. Come on, guys. You want to go through the middle? Really? Okay. Well, if you want to go through the middle, I'll go with you, but generally speaking, not the biggest fan of that. That's a lot of shields you got there. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm being pushed around. I'm not a toy, guys. How are you still here? What? Oh, come on. Now, so far, it's not looking that great. I'm not gonna lie. Even though we managed to push objective A, we need to really group up, guys. Come on, we need to be together. Otherwise, we're just gonna simply get picked off and toyed with. We've only got 40 seconds now. I got my ulti, so we can use that. But, I mean, we're gonna need a little bit more than just, you know, me and Zarya, I suppose. Guys, come on. Come on. You know, I can't use that, dude. That ulti was or that shield right there wasn't gonna really help us out all too much. I guess I can use my abilities now and just hope that we can start pushing. Hopefully this will clean up some potential here and at the very least give me, you know, some access to be closer to the rest of the team. Which will hopefully be good, but it's going to be very difficult though. It's going to be so very difficult, and while there are currently a couple of my allies on the objective, I am not sure if we can pick up the victory here on the very first map. And while we did do some help here with them capturing A, I'm afraid that this game is gonna go in the opposing team's favor. Little unfortunate, but I felt like we carried our weight nonetheless. Oh. So I guess I found out why the ally that, you know, I replaced left. Okay, so game number 2 is going to be on the Lijiang Tower. It is time to capture some objectives. Alrighty, so it's time for us to start heading towards the objective. Now, obviously, we need to try and push the enemies off of it to the best of our abilities. I will be able to pull people into the abyss if they're not careful, but generally speaking, on this part of the map, it's a little more difficult to do that. Did actually just use my heal on myself while not actually healing anything. Pretty useless. There we go. I actually don't mind being hit a little bit because it makes me, you know, charge up my ulti faster. And there we go. We actually got the very first objective already, which is very good. I know there's a hero over here. Is he still there? Nope, he's done. He's done for. Very good. And with that, I think I'm just gonna hang around and see if I can reel anyone in who's trying to be cheeky. Hey. I threw the hook on the top of his head. Apparently the concussion was too much and he died. I'm sorry, Lucio. Well, I'm not really sorry. Just, you know, showing empathy, I suppose. Oof. I am powered up. Really? Really? Okay. I'll grab it. I'll try my very best. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not powered up anymore, boys. Get out. Let me get out. Let me get out. I'm sorry, Anna. I'm sorry, Anna. I didn't kill anyone while that was going on. It sort of caught me by surprise, to be completely honest. Because, well, hey, there weren't actually any enemies. Next time around, though, I'll try and make sure I got my ulti, okay? Whew. No one died. No one died. Everyone's already getting used to the speed of which the ulti explodes now. Compared to what it used to be, obviously. It's a little bit faster nowadays. Used to be, I believe, like 4 seconds, and now it blows up in 3. Apparently there's a Widowmaker. I'm not too worried about Widowmakers. Okay, I got my ulti here ready to go. Just so you know, Anna. I'm ready to go whole hog, Anna. Is no one at the objective anymore? Guys, what are we doing? Where are we going? Are we just hanging around over here? Okay. He did just manage to kill at least one of my allies, but not too big of a deal. I don't know where Anna is currently at. Okay. We'll have to use my ulti here. Do the maximum amount of damage, but they are pushing for it though. They are pushing very aggressively. Gonna have to take a bit of a break here and try and heal up once again. Now, they currently are trying to trigger the overtime, and it looks like they may very well be able to capture the objective, which did just happen. Sadly, my allies were moving off of the objective very, very far ahead, and that gave them enough time to, you know, obviously come back into the combat faster when the trading didn't go efficient. And also, you know, for them to pick up a very, very nice, you know, defensive position right now. Once again, I've been trying to... Oh, no! Oh, he tried pushing us down. He tried pushing us down into the abyss. Everyone's trying to do so. Now, I don't really wanna be taking any kind of lethal damage. Wow! Did she... She must have had... Oh, yeah, she did have her ability up. Sadly, I just stood around the corner. I forgot they still had a Widowmaker. Okay, so we'll have to get back on the objective because otherwise they're just gonna have too good of a time here to get the, you know, to get the real lead. I know there's still a Widowmaker somewhere. I don't know where she's currently at. Slowly but surely, they are inching closer to get 100% here as well. But it looks like we have come together to, at the very least, push the objective back in our favor. Try and see if we can get rid of the overtime here as well. Oh, nice. Very good. Whew, had to buddy block her for just a second. But very, very happy with the way that round turned out in the very end. As we do have the 1-0 lead. Nice. Okay, so round 1 was a little too close for my liking, okay? Initially, we did extremely good. And while we did pick up the first victory, I mean, we shouldn't forget about how they managed to push us back perfectly, right? So, oh man, I just got a full headshot on there, Lucio. I'm sorry, Lucio. I'm really not. Managed to headshot him apparently and get him killed completely. Oh man. No, Lowko, you idiot! Whew! I was hoping to juke him there and get the good engagement off. Sadly, apparently, they also have a Reaper right now who's extremely good at taking out tank heroes. But I think we do have the objective in our favor. So while I ended up falling, I think it was worth it. Well, apparently we are securing the objective and most of my allies are right there right now. It's not in our favor just yet. It's not actually perfect just yet. Okay. Get it, boys! Oh, man. I thought for a second that was going to be our dare, Lucio. But we managed to get it here, either way. Oh, man. That was a ridiculous hook. Sadly, it just got healed up by Anna. So once again, I'm gonna end up falling here. Oh, sorry about that, sir. Were you trying to be cheeky with us? That's okay. But so far, I can't really complain. I mean, while these fights have been a little scrappy, and I guess we have fallen, you know, a little bit more than we needed to. So far, it's easily worth it. I just nearly fell in the abyss. It's easily worth it for us. Easily. Because obviously, so far, we've been managing to hold on to the objective and therefore get a very, very nice lead. Come here, you fatty. Oh, not this time around. This is a nice spot, by the way, where you can indeed push people into the abyss. Same goes for the bridge. Trying to push them off. I don't know if I got anyone. Looks like I at the very least got one. Oh, no way. Come on now. If I would have gotten Zarya as well, I surely would have had to play the game. The nice thing about, obviously, that bridge is that there is a lot of room for people to be pushed off into the abyss. Because, obviously, there's nothing behind it. And the ulti of Roadhog does push people back. And look at us. We're holding our medal because of the summer games. And I actually managed to pick up the play of the game. I think with that move. I am going to end up dying in the play of the game, though, which is a little messy, I guess. But here we go. So, right here in the back, I'm pushing everyone in there. And we ended up killing quite a couple of heroes with that. So, nice. And the final match for today is going to be on the Watchpoint Gibraltar. And we're once again on the attacking team. So, on this particular map, we'll have to escort the payload all the way to the very end. That's basically going to be our goal. Now, apparently they have got... Is that several? Oh my god, I think those are definitely several Torbjorns. A little difficult for us to escort. So you know what? I'm gonna try and see if I can destroy some of these things. Obviously, I'm pretty good at doing such things, as this hero is very, very, you know, very good at clearing out, you know, turrets and whatnot. Just because if you get close to them, you can just heal yourself back up and be completely okay. But sadly, I think we're gonna need a Roadhog here, or maybe a switch to, say, for example, a Vara to clean this up. Okay. Group up, guys. I'm hoping that we're gonna group up at least. I'm all by myself. Come on, guys. Okay, Reinhardt is here. Reinhardt is here. Don't worry, Lowko. Papa Reinhardt's here. Once again, still trying to get rid of that dang turret. And while it's nearly down, once it is, I think we're gonna be in a good spot. But for the moment, it's not. Oh, actually, it is just now. Alright, good. I'm gonna be headed to the high ground now. Nearly got my ultimate here ready to go. I'm hoping to take a little bit more damage so I can use my E. But either way, there we go. As you can see, that charges my ulti so very quickly. There's currently a Molten Core though, which makes it pretty difficult for us to hit. But as you can see, every now and then you get this really nice positional play, I suppose, that allows you to just sort of, you know, kill this thing very easily. And with that, I think we're going to be capable of pushing the payload onwards. Now, I do currently have my ultimate ready to go. No reason to use it, obviously, for nothing. Just because it's available. I think I'll... Oh, well, I'll wait for the Rhine... or for the Junkrat ulti real quick. But then I'm gonna go ahead and use my ulti. Or I'm just gonna be jumping down here as well. And start escorting this thing forward. Now, apparently, he's activated his Molten Core. That's okay by me. I got my own ultimate here ready to go. And while the turret will still be up for a little while longer... Without its owner, it's gonna be very difficult for him to, you know, to stay alive. The turret, that is. I would like to have at least a couple of my heroes here close by so it moves a little bit faster. There we go. So far, so good, though. We've been doing a pretty good job as far as, like, holding on to the objective goes. Once again, another Molten Core. They've got a whole lot of Molten Cores. And it's difficult for us to do damage as well, but it does allow me, since they have a very hard time of finishing me off quickly, for me to charge up my ultimate. And it looks like it doesn't matter anyway, because we did just manage to grab the checkpoint as well. Which means that as long as we clean them up eventually, we're going to be able to do quite a little bit in this regard, as well as right now they're going to spawn a lot further away from the objective than we did previously. Okay. Nearly got my ulti. Okay, here we go. Okay. Activating my ulti there. Ah, no way! I thought I would be able to, at the very least, destroy that turret as well. And while I did get revived just now, and thank you very much to the allied Mercy for that, it got a little bit messy. Now, how many? They've only got 2, but it feels like they've got a lot. They've constantly been moving over the turret, which I really appreciate, actually. It's smart play by them for sure. It's the worst, generally speaking, when you just sort of leave it in the same area. You know, in particular when you're on the defensive. Can be quite annoying, but so far they're sort of leaving it down on the low ground, which makes it really easy for us to obviously get close to it. Okay, once again, they got a double Molten Core. I'd rather not fight that. But once again, you know, if they got a good ulti off, I'm gonna activate my own as well. And at the very least, keep on pushing. Keep on pushing onwards. Now, they apparently can't hit me right from here. Ah, what? Ah, I thought I was actually fine there. Well, great. They decided to switch into a third Torbjorn as well. Generally speaking, okay, you want to get a Vara. Vara is like the perfect counter to this hero. And if it turns out they're gonna get any more than the you know, amount that they have right now, I will have to switch. Because if this like starts stagnating, because they can obviously turtle up like an absolute champ. Which is a very, very big pain for us. Okay. If they do stay on this many Torbjorn and nobody wants to pick up a Vara, then obviously I may have to go ahead and pick up, you know, that hero myself. As she's really good at picking up those turrets. I mean, I'm not bad at it, but there's a couple of heroes, such as, for example, Widowmaker is particularly good at it as well, and all things considered, there are just other heroes, you know, that are able to duck behind walls very easily. Such as, for example, Genji as well. Like, Genji is pretty good at cleaning up the turrets. Okay. But so far, we're looking pretty good. Man, they've got so many turrets everywhere. And another Molten Core. This is starting to get messy. Oh man, oh man, oh man, woo! We've been doing a lot of self-healing here. It's getting kind of ridiculous. It makes it pretty good for me to not die though, but at this point, I think we may be better off if we just switch into a Vara, just because it makes it much easier for us to, you know, return the favor here. So you know what? I'm just gonna kill. I'm just gonna die and switch to Vara, just because we have to clean this up. So right as I moved over to Vara, apparently 2 of my teammates had the same idea, and they also decided to switch into Vara themselves. So I guess I'll just stay on Roadhog for a little while longer, and hopefully this is gonna allow us to once again push onwards. It may take a little bit of time though, because obviously there's still a lot of turrets up, and there's very little I can do about it. Guys, we need those Varas. We got 2 of you guys. Where you at? I guess they must be trying to be on the high ground. Obviously, Vara is relatively low in HP, so it sometimes gets a little difficult for them to get up close and personal. But anyway, I think we'll be okay here. As long as we are together, though. Like, we need to move together, guys. Oh, yeah, nice. There we go. Whew. Oh, what? Oh, really? Did she just go just for me? That's unfortunate. Yep. He did indeed just go for me. And sadly, that is going to end in a defeat. We had a really solid early game, but apparently the three Torbjorns were a little bit too early. Or a little bit too difficult for us to beat. Maybe I should have switched to Devourer and go for a third one, just to sort of counter their play. It's unfortunate because we were having such a good early part of the game. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, do make sure you hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!